You ready?
Oh yeah. Right.
What's going on? This your boy B with the beard, and I'm rocking with my boy Sharif. We back at it now on this episode. First of all, Happy New Year. It's 2018 to each and every one of you, you know. But we got my man Sharif back in the building. How you feeling? How you feeling? How you feeling? Looking good. Looking sharp.
Feeling good.
Looking sharp as always. And Sharif is going to on this episode share with us the history of the bespoke suits. With that said, with no further ado, I'd like to introduce my boy Sharif.
How y'all doing, man? Hope you guys had an excellent New Year. I hope you guys took into consideration our tips from our last episode where we gave you guys some tips on New Year's Eve looks. Suits have been around for, 400 years now, since the 16th century, where you had the guys with the wigs on and the long jackets and kind of like the pants that came up to the knees. But now, there was an evolution in the 18th century. That's when you kind of got that formal suit look. Okay. So that's when you started seeing that formal suit look. And I don't know, you guys probably seen the pictures of Abraham Lincoln where he has on the three-piece suit with what looks to be like some sort of a bow tie. So that's when you kind of started seeing that look become more mainstream. And then you get into like the early 1900s, the 1920s in particular, everybody is probably familiar with the movie Great Gatsby, and that's probably one of my favorite movies ever. And part of the reason is just because of the attention to detail, the style, the glamour. That was a period of time when people were very conscious on their look and appearance, and that's when you saw more tailored, custom fit clothing, and you could see it in like designs and the colors and the details. And what's so interesting is like I see similarities now and then. Yeah, right. So like you said, in the 1930s, 1940s, you had the kind of like the Al Capone, the gangster look. Yeah. You had the really baggy clothes. The signature look. That was the signature look. And then, like you said, in the 1950s, 1960s, you had more of like a similar conservative look. Yeah. 70s is when you kind of see a little bit of glamour and flair. You see the wide peak lapel. You see the flashy colors. You see the kind of like the bell-bottom pants. And I see pieces of those styles in today and how people dress today. I think the beauty of it is like, we got so many different, like, I think part of the reason is just we've been able to, like, we're very creative, very colorful people. Everybody has different personalities. And what you see is a lot of people, based on their style, they'll pick up pieces from the 70s, like the wide peak lapel look. Or, they'll pick up pieces from, back in the 1920s with the Great Gatsby. You see that custom fit. Maybe somebody might rock like a little timepiece as well. That they kind of see that old school swagger. And then, like we talked about, you fast forward to the 1990s, 2000s, that's where you see like the big suits. So like, I just keep thinking of like Kings of Comedy. I don't know if you remember that.
Bro, that was like the poster of big suits. Like the poster of big Southern suits. Man, I don't want to bring out my prom picture, bro. I had a long suit. The suit made my knees disappear.
I'm not even gonna lie. I got one in my closet right now that I was looking at. I was like, wow.
I promise you, man, that thing is gonna come back.
It's gonna come back. It's gonna come back.
I think I still got it. I think my mama got it. She don't throw nothing away.
Yeah, so good point. Don't throw anything away because, like, as you see now, like we've gone to kind of more baggy, loose, clothing to now more like custom fit, tailor-made clothing. So
cool, awesome. Well, listen, that was a little bit of history. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, this your boy B with the beard. This your boy Sharif. You rocking with the best. As always, we out.